What is up, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, business builders, and dream makers? Welcome to Sell Your Side Hustle Podcast, episode 33. That's like a palindrome, it's the same forward and it's backwards, 33, and it's if you flip it around, you get 33. Welcome to episode 33, guys. I'm so excited to be here with you once again, as we are every single day of the week. Today is second Wednesday in a row where we are going to be focusing on making the segment around a book review. I have hundreds of books that are in the realm of marketing, business development, personal development, anything that is beneficial for business owners to read. And so, some of them are amazing and some of them are not. So the purpose of these segments is so I can spotlight a book that I think is actually a valuable read for you in your entrepreneurial career. Today, I'm actually going to talk to you about the most recent book that I read. I literally finished it this week. I've talked about it a couple times on the podcast. I've referenced it a couple times, and it is The One-Page Marketing Plan. So The One-Page Marketing Plan by Allen Dib. First off the bat, I actually do recommend this book to anybody who's trying to build a business of any form. I think this is actually a pretty good read. I will tell you this, if you're a marketer, if you're in the marketing space, Allen doesn't say anything new. There's no unique mechanisms in here. There's no unique development. The only thing that's different is his presentation attempts, and I will say attempts, to get you to be able to build an actual comprehensive marketing plan in a single sheet. He allows you to download a page of that. So I printed one off just so that those who watch this on video can see it. And honestly, when you look at it, I personally think that he actually falls quite a bit short of doing what he wants to do in this book. I don't think that he actually successfully makes a one-page marketing plan, because for the most part, there's an action step at the end of each chapter, and each chapter's action plan is to go fill out that section in the one-page marketing plan, but he doesn't actually clarify how you should do that. What he does is he gives you some general principles and general rules and some ideas towards that section of a marketing plan. He doesn't show you or describe at all how you should turn that into action. So that is one what I would say shortcoming of the read. But overall, it actually is really good. And so it's basically broken down where there's 9 primary sections, and those are all part of 3 larger categories. And so the categories are, the way that he puts them are that you have the before, the during, and the after. Before is when they're prospects, during is when they're leads, and after is when they're customers. And then in each one of those, he has 3 sections. So the first section is identifying your target market, which honestly, everything he says about that is spot on, valuable stuff. And it's probably out of the entire book, the one where he gives you a clear of any other section exactly what should be on your marketing plan for your target market. Now, when talking about target market, it's important to understand that you can have a lot of segments that you market to and that you work with. But when we're talking about a marketing plan, you need to pick one of those segments as your target market so that everything can be cohesive. That's really important when you move to the second step of Allen's one-page marketing plan, 9 steps. Second step that he gets to is just your messaging. And this is learning how to talk to that segment of your market. So this is speaking to their goals, their desires, it's speaking their language, and it's making an offer for them. Step 3, he then goes into the media that you want to use. There's hundreds of different media platforms, but this is really this is where most people start to think that marketing happens. It's like, oh, you're running Facebook ads or Google ads, or you're doing organic content strategies, things like that go into step 3. But really, where I think that marketing starts is kind of backwards. So you flip the script on that, and you actually want to start from the end and work your way backwards. Next step that he gets into, so those were the 3 sections that is in the before. You identify your target market, you figure out what your messaging is, and you figure out what your media platforms are going to be. Then you go into the during, and during starts with step 4. He calls it the lead capture system. So this is where you might build a funnel, you might have a book a call, you might have a form on a website. It's how you get people's contact information so that you can reach out to them. And that then moves you into step 5, which is your lead nurturing system. To me, you can actually really say that marketing, maybe you could simplify it and say that there's actually like 3 types of, not 3 types, but there's like 3 phases of marketing. There's prospect marketing when you're trying to get those leads, and then there's lead nurturing marketing, and there's customer nurturing marketing. And then customer nurturing marketing is actually where you get into the referral marketing, and you start getting more customers that way. I don't think most marketing agencies put anywhere near as much time, money, and energy into lead nurturing as they should. So I think that should actually be like almost half of your marketing budget should go into lead nurturing. It's gonna be the most valuable for you. Then after lead nurturing, he gets you into step 6, which is conversion from lead to a sale. And then he just talks about some general sales principles there. And that was probably the one that I thought he made it the least clear how this can actually be written into a marketing plan. Then he moves into his final section, which is the after. So once they're customers, and so then he talks about some principles towards delivering a world-class experience, how to increase your lifetime value. We kind of talked about that on Monday, actually, how you increase the customer lifetime value. I talked about the 5 different ways that you can make more money in business. And then you get his last step was the way he words it is how I orchestrate and stimulate referrals. And so those are the 9 steps in his 9-page marketing plan, or the 9 steps in his 1-page marketing plan. Like I said, I don't know that I learned anything new from it, but it was actually really beneficial to read it. And I did end up structuring a lot of things out of it. I actually specifically bought this book because I was trying to figure out ideas on just how to get what I do onto paper to build some SOPs and some presentations for some prospects. And it really helped me do that. So it was a good read for me. If you don't have a background in marketing, it's valuable. If you do have a background in marketing, then it's still going to be valuable, but it is going to be things that you know already, mostly. There's not a whole lot of ahas in this book. It's just good reminders more than anything, and then a structure and a system. And like I said, he has this 1-page marketing plan. It's useful. I don't think that the book does an amazing job at showing you how to use it. So if I were to say anything needed to be updated in the book, that would be it. Would be maybe just simply at the end of each chapter, in addition to his call to action to go do it, if he had like a screenshot of it having been done, if he had examples, that would probably be really helpful. And that's probably the update that I'd recommend to the book. Overall, really good read. I recommend it. And we have a link in the description if you want to go ahead and buy it off of Amazon. My link is an affiliate link. So that means if you buy it, I'll get a couple pennies. If you don't want me to get a couple pennies, that's fine. You can go to Amazon and just go ahead and do a search for the 1-page marketing plan by Alan Dibb. It's a pretty good read. I liked it. And I recommend anybody who's trying to grow a business, this is probably a book that's worth reading. And actually, it's actually in this world. It's the first book that I've finished this year. Next week, I'm probably going to talk to you about a book that I think is incredible that I haven't finished yet. So that's what I had for you guys today. Thank you so much for letting me be in your earbuds once again, as I am every single day of the week. Until tomorrow, go ahead and pick that book up on Amazon. Love you so much. God bless.